Square root functions. Today our video notes is going to be a part of our claw for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of these problems for you so that you kind of have an idea what to do. So what we're doing here is we're looking at different representations of square root functions. We're looking at equations, graphs, transformations, domain and range. And if you're given one of these, can you give the rest of them? So for example, here in number 1 we're given the equation. From the equation, can we make a graph? Can we write down the transformations? Can we give the domain and the range? So I'm going to go ahead and turn the page over to the back, and I'm going to go ahead and do number 5. So first of all, let's remember that the parameter changes for square root function kind of go like this. Y equals a times the square root of x minus h plus k. Okay, where h is our left and right translation. K, the number on the end, is our up and down translation. And then our a value is going to either be a vertical stretch, okay, if a is greater than 1. It's going to be a vertical compression if a falls between 0 and 1. That's not counting the sign. Okay. Remember, if a is negative, then reflected over x-axis. Okay, x-axis. So let's get to it. So here we go. So we have 3 units, the square root function, and by the way, number 1, or I should say the one before number 1, here's your parent. Here's your parent. Okay, remember that when we translate the graph, we're moving this special point. That's the point we're translating. Okay, so that point is at 0, 0. So we're going to move it 3 units to the left and 1 unit down. So 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, and 1 unit down. So this square root function is going to start here. Okay? Our a value in this case is 1. So we're going to go over 1, up 1. Okay? Now here's what you need to know when graphing a square root function. You need to know your perfect squares. Okay? So for example, the square root of 1, so if I go over 1 unit, the square root of 1 is 1. Okay, so when graphing, I'm doing a video. I'm sorry about that. We just got interrupted. But that's all right. Iris was here. Iris was here. Okay. So the pattern that we're going to follow is we're looking for perfect squares that we can take the square root of. So the first one would be 1. So the square root of 1 is 1. Next perfect square is 4. So we go over 1, 2, 3, 4. Square root of 4 is 2. That's how you get the next point. Then the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Square root of 9 is 3. And that's how you get these points. Okay, that's when your a value is 1. There's no stretch and no compression. So moving back along here, since our a value is 1, we can go ahead and go over 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Then we go over 1, 2, 3, 4. Square root of 4 is 2, so we go up 2. Okay, then we go over 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Square root of 9 is 3, so we go up 3. And that's how we get our points to plot. So, transformations, 3 left, 1 down. And they're translations. Okay, domain. Right in the domain, domain is x. It starts at -3 and gets bigger. So x is greater than or equal to -3. It starts at -3, it's closed dot, so it needs an equal sign. It's getting bigger, so we're going to have a greater than symbol. Okay? Y. So y starts at -1. Okay? And it's getting bigger, it's going up. So greater than or equal to. Okay? Closed dot gets an equal sign. Alright, let's go down here. Now we're given a graph. We have to write the equation. We have to write the transformations and the domain, starting with the graph. So let's go ahead and start with number 9. Number 9. First thing we want to do is we want to determine our translation. So we went 3 to the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the square root. 3 to the right, so x minus 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, minus 5, our k value. Okay, checking out our a value, we go over 1. What's the square root of 1? 1. 1 unit up. So 1 unit up, so our a value is 1. Just like that. Take a look at this one real quick. If I go over 1, how many units up to get to the square root? 1, 2. So in this case, our a value is 2. So we're going to have 2 in front of the square root symbol. Okay, I'll let you finish that one. Back to this problem. Transformations. Okay, 3 to the right. And 5 down. Okay, domain, x. Number, 3. Getting bigger, so greater than. Close dot, equal. Range, y. Number, -5. Y is getting bigger, it's going up. Greater than. Close dot, equal sign. Hope you're keeping up with this. Right, next page. Let's go to some words. Yeah. I'm just going to pick one here. Let's do a reflection. Let's go down to 16. The parent graph is translated 4 units up and is reflected over the y-axis. Okay, so let's deal with the translation first. 4 units up. So I'm going to go over here and put my +4. 4 units up. Now, no left and right. So no left and right. So my x is going to go here. Nothing else underneath of it. So reflected over the y-axis. So instead of going this direction, it's going to get flipped over the y-axis. Now if I flip the graph over my y-axis, what's going to change? My y-coordinates or my x-coordinates? Hopefully you're thinking what I'm thinking, x-coordinates. So that means my negative has to go on the x. Okay? No stretch, no compression. So it's going to be 1 is my A and Y. Alright, so it says 4 units up, so we're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're reflected over the Y, so instead of going over 1 to the right, we're going to go over 1 to the left. So over 1 to the left, square root of 1 is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So we have our graph. Okay. Domain is x. Domain value from this point right here, domain value is 0. Domain is getting smaller because we're going to the left, so less than. And it's a closed dot, so equal. Range, y. Range value, 4. Y values are getting bigger, greater than. Closed dot, equal. Hope you're getting this. If you're not, you may need to rewatch the video. Alright, now we're given the domain and range, and we have to fill in the rest. Okay, so let's start here with number 18. So remember that these numbers correspond to the starting point or the special point that we translate. Remember on the parent function, that special point is at 0, 0. Okay, now it's going to be at -3. So 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be at 1. So it's going to be right here. -3 on the x, 1 on the y. Okay? Now, it says x is getting bigger. Y is getting bigger. So we're going to be going, if x is getting bigger, we're going to be going to the right. If y is getting bigger, we're going to be going up. Okay, so we know we're going to be going this direction like this. So again, from our starting point, over 1, square root of 1 is 1. Over 1, 2, 3, 4, square root of 4 is 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, square root of 9 is 3. So we translated 3 left, 1 up, and the equation, we know it's 1 up, that's our k value. We know we went 3 left, so x, what do you think? Plus 3, Iris, good job, I know you got that, equals y. And our a value is 1 because it's over 1, up 1. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to go ahead and finish this. If you want to get a jump on it and start working some, you sure can. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.